Hello everyone, this is Angie at Stampin' with Amore, and today I have a new box to share with you. Now this box is a little different because this box can be used as a treat box or it can be used as a Luminaria. It has a little tea light in there. It's so pretty. I love these dies. And it takes a little patience getting these on here. It's not hard at all, but oh my goodness, it's so fun. And this doesn't have one on the back. I left that one plain. But if you really want to attempt that, you can do one on the back. But I just liked that it was on 3 sides of this. But oh my goodness, I love this box. All right, so let's get started with this. You do need 12 by 12, and the 12 by 12 in Stampin' Up, they come in all of our color families, so you can get a wide variety of 12 by 12. And I recommend their cardstock because the cardstock is just such good cardstock. So this piece is 9 1/4 by 11 1/2. To mat it, you're going to need one piece that is 2 5/8 by 2 5/8. If you want to mat the back, you can do that too. So you need 2 pieces, a piece of scrap, very vanilla. And this is our Toil Tidings Designer Series paper. It's my favorite. You can see, I'm still hoarding this paper, y'all. I just love this paper so much. I hardly want to cut it. It's really bad, but it's so pretty. So we did use the same one on the other one, but I used the garden green for the other one. So we're doing the real red this time. You're going to need these dies, the Stitched Brightly dies, which includes this tree. And then you can also do it with these stars right here. This is just another piece. You can't really use that on this particular box. But the stars would be absolutely gorgeous. I think with like a coastal cabana, a pool party, it would be beautiful. And I thought about doing that, but I wanted to stick with the trees this time. And then you're going to need your stitched shapes, and we are using this square right here, and that's just for the sentiment. And then I'm just using some real red ribbon for it. All right, so let's go ahead and score this. Let me grab my Simply Scored. And we are going to score it first on the 11 1/2 inch side. We're going to score it at 2 3/4, 5 1/2, 8 1/4, and 11. And then you're going to turn it and you're going to score it at 1/2, 3 1/4, 6, and 8 3/4. All right, now there's a lot of squares in here, but I'm going to show you step by step how to cut this. It's not hard at all. So you have a half inch here, and on only one side here. So first thing we're going to do is on this one side is we are going to cut these 2 narrower pieces here. This is going to be our glue tab actually right here. And this is on the end half inch mark here. Okay, so now we still have half inch here and half inch here. We are going to go to this end and we are going to cut this full corner piece off. And keep these pieces because you can use, they're big enough to use for other things. Sentiments or your dies. Okay, so it's going to look like that. Now this side is our glue tab. This is the solid piece right here. We are going to cut down each one of these on both sides. And then we're going to do the same on this one. And then we are going to leave these center ones like they are. And we're just going to cut these. These are going to be inside flaps. Again, keep those pieces. They're big enough to use. These, you can just eyeball it. It doesn't have to be perfect. They're going to be in the inside of our box. I always keep pieces that size because I always end up using them. So it goes in my scrap. Now we're just going to cut in on these. I think that one's a little uneven. I'm so picky sometimes. I like for them to be straight. All right, so it's going to look like that. Get all these little pieces out of the way here. And this is what you're going to have. So this is a 1/2 inch piece here, a 1/2 here, and then there's our other 1/2, which is going to be our glue tab. All right, so we are now ready to cut this. I'm going to fold these in and then fold this one over. So that is out of the way when we're cutting our little trees in. All right, let's bring the big shot up. You like my new plates? I'm so happy. I love when I get new ones. All right, first thing we're going to do is we're going to lay this one on here. Try to center it and make it straight here. And when you're going to bring this, don't go over these little holes on this next tree. So just bring your plate in here and end it right in that middle part right there. So then we're going to just run this one through. Make sure you go all the way to the end. I'm going to come back because that one is really, there's a lot of little holes in this die. We're going to take them out with our little brush. But so here's our first tree. And then we're going to put this back in. We are going to go to the next one here. Again. Don't go over that next hole. Just center that. Try to keep it straight. And then we're going to put this back in. And we're going to end it right again in that middle section right there. And we're going to run this one through. And there's our second tree. And then we're going to do our very last one over here. And let me center that just a little bit better. And again, end it where that space is right there. And then we're going to send this one through. Oops. The end one's a little bit tricky. That's why I was telling you it's a little bit tricky sometimes to hold it in place here. And you're going to make sure I go to the end, and then I'm going to come all the way back. And then I'll show you how I get the little pieces out of this. All right, so we have all of our trees cut. You know, while I have this up here, I'm going to go ahead and cut out our piece for our sentiment. So I'm just going to put this on here. This way I won't have to bring it back up. It's actually chilly today here. We kind of got a cool front in here. So here's our piece to stamp on. Love the stitching on these. All right. Now I'm going to bring my die brush that I have with my little take your pick tool. We do have a little die brush that goes with this, and I'm actually just going to run it over this to get all these little pieces out, and they come out pretty good just going over it like that. And if there's anything that's left, I'll just take it out with my little piercing tool. Okay, that's that. It does leave a lot of little bits all over your workspace, but all right, I think I got them pretty good. Look how cute they are. Aren't they pretty? Oh, it looks really pretty on this red. All right, let me try to get these out of the way so they're not all over the place. And then we are ready to put this together. So we are going, let's sharpen these all. All right, so we have everything sharpened. We're ready to put this together. Now this is the only place we're going to put adhesive. I'm going to use some sticky tape here, some of our Terran tape. You can use wet glue for this. And then we'll take this backing off. Love these dies. If you don't have these dies, these are must have. This is going to be gorgeous on a card too. All right, so that's what it's going to look like. Now we're just tucking these in. You can, oh, I didn't trim that one. Did I trim this one? Nope, didn't trim these either. It works better if you trim those. And then this is the bottom. You can actually glue this if you want to. Just add some adhesive to it, and then this will be our top. Now, let's see what I have this little tea light there. It's going to be really pretty, I know. Look how pretty with the red in there. All right, so let's do our stamping and get this ready to go. But this will make a great treat box too. So I'm going to use some real red. And I'm using the Perfectly Plaid for my sentiment. I love the Merry Christmas on here. I love all the writing on here, but we're going to use the Merry Christmas. And we're going to stamp that. Isn't that pretty? Love this sentiment. And we'll just go ahead and use some snail and add our matte piece here to the top. And then I am also going to use my ribbon here. I'm just gonna, I need to cut it smaller. And I'm going to actually attach this with some glue dots. So I'm gonna put a piece here so that I can fold it over like that. And then I'm going to put another one on the center here. And then we're going to attach it to the Merry Christmas. Like that. And then we're going to use some dimensionals and we're going to pop this one up. And for this one, I actually am going to double my dimensionals. I'm going to put one on top of each other. So it's really like popped up on there. So we'll move the backings and then we're going to do one more on each of these. If you want extra height, that's a good way to get it. So we'll put one on here, here, and then remove these. And then we're ready to attach it to the top of the box. The dimension is really pretty on here. And there you have it. It's done. Here's the garden green one. And I think these will be super pretty. They'd be really cute on a table setting. They're pretty good size because they're 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So it's a pretty good size box. But aren't these trees gorgeous? I can't wait to use the star. All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. If you need any supplies, you can go to my blog at stampingwithamore.com and shop for my blog. Have a blessed one, everyone. I'll catch you in the next one. See you later. Bye.